Hi, folks, and the journey continues. We are here on our fourth episode of Doosara, and today it's my pleasure to introduce you to Mr. Ashwini Tawani, a key account manager with Leisung Technologies, and representing the guys out there who run around, ensure that customers give business, which keeps organizations running. So, Ashwini, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. I appreciate such kind words coming directly from you.
Thank you.
And it's been like almost 4 years that I've been part of Leisung. And just I would like to say these are the best 4 years of my life
Thank
till
you.
now.
Thanks a lot.
I want to understand like nowadays each and everything has been done by AI, and moving forward till 2040 or something, I think everything or more or less many things will be taken care by AI. So for our generation or for anyone rather, I would like to know that what are the relevant skills or what are the relevant tools that we should know in terms of AI so that we can be relevant in the market. And
Absolutely.
I would like to take it in two ways, like someone who is in the office and doing their job, and someone for us who is client facing. So
It's such a important question in the settings that we are now in. I remember when I passed out in the fag end of the 80s, and when I started off working, computers were not a big thing then, and people used to mention as a fact. I remember my dad telling that a lot of people are going to lose their jobs because of computers. Okay. What computers have done is to support humans, to ensure that analytics becomes a big part of what we do, and that's just possible because of computers. There are many more things, but I've been very actively analyzing a lot of databases in the past, using computers, and that's been one of the biggest contributions by a computer. Now, as we move ahead, technologies have advanced, and now we are finding AIs, LLMs, and a lot of things happening. And I'll not get into the depth of the entire thing, but I'll stick to the question that you asked. As a salesperson, let us look at the salespeople who are in the industry, the young graduates who would be graduating from their colleges, getting into their careers, which will entail a lot of sales. So focusing on that particular part of it, I think keeping it very basic, ChatGPT has changed the way a salesperson now communicates. Right. Now, when I say communication, it's both verbal and your written communication that go with clients. Yeah. Earlier, our mails, of late, last year we used to joke that the best mails are the ones which come with an FYI, because someone already has given the body below and you just do an FYI and it goes forward. But now with ChatGPT coming in, as you know, in Leisung, even technicians who are at site use ChatGPT, and the mails that come from them are so clear. Correct. It's so understanding. So the situations are known to us or you when they inform you about a site. And to answer the main question, AI will never replace people, but people who know AI would definitely replace you.
That's very well said. Moving on to the second question of the day. Again, it is mostly, this is a very personal question or a selfish question, I can say. Individuals in our generation, like my generation, you can say that what all things they should look into. It could be work, it could be investments, it could be anything as per your advice, like what you advise. If they want to achieve financial freedom, A. Second, time freedom in the next 5 years. Okay. What should we do?
It's a pretty tough question. Okay, now financial freedom has no limits.
I agree.
If you really ask me, because for someone it may be 5 million in the bank, for some it may be 10 million, for some it may be continuous recurring financial benefits. Right. As far as time is concerned, now I always say I'm retired. That's what I say. Okay, for me, every moment that I live is my retired life. I enjoy playing my cricket, which everyone knows. I enjoying being with each one of you in the office. We have our piece of fun, maybe some strategic counseling that happens on a one-to-one basis, certain customers that we meet. That's not work for me anymore. What I do at Leisung is not work for me anymore. So it all starts from defining or trying to understand what is financial freedom for you. What is your time freedom? These two are subjects which I seriously doubt if you do not have boundaries for it,
Right.
you can't set it.
These are subjective.
These are very subjective.
Correct, yeah.
I mean, I would be financially free if I get enough to pay my house rent, if I get my petrol. No, fundamental basics. I don't want to get into the depth of
Right.
huge authors saying a lot of things about these things. But as somebody who has lived life the way I have wanted it, for me, financial freedom will always remain that I have the ability to get back to where I am, even if I go back to zero. That confidence
Yeah, yes.
to build everything back is my freedom. That is how I have achieved financial freedom. So I know I will never go back to something which is not my lifestyle. Now, lifestyles again differ.
Right.
Okay. With the time, as I told you, the whole idea behind Leisung was to give myself enough time to do things for myself rather than others. Okay. When I say that, I come to Leisung on a daily basis. I'm here morning 9 to evening 5 or 6. I also visit the other organizations that we have within the, as sister concerns. I ensure that I spend a lot of time with each one of you. As long as you have that time to do that, I'm free.
Yeah.
I'm free. Maybe sitting at home is not my cup of tea. For some, it may be. Evenings, Saturday mornings, Sunday mornings, I need to go out there onto the green, lush grounds. I need to do a couple of bowls, bowl Doosaras, and maybe bat a bit. Now, as long as I find time to do that, I'm happy. As long as my children need me, I go out with them for a movie.
Right.
Fun. You call me home for a party, I'm there. Someone's dad or mom comes, they are at my home. So as long as I'm able to do all these things, I think I have got enough freedom of time. I've got my financial freedom as well. It's not the dollars, the ADs in the account. It's I think every second, every minute of mine matters. When it is free, it matters more. That is to be understood. Yeah. So no big jargons here. That's who I am. You know that.
Put it in another way, that it could be like, if you're doing what you love, that is freedom.
Absolutely yes. Absolutely yes. Thanks for summing it up, Ashwin.
Moving on to the final question of the day, I would really want to know how at Leisung Technologies we are able to adapt to the new technologies. We discussed AI, we discussed ChatGPT. The biggest example would be XP Zentrum, our newest experience center. How we are able to adapt to these technologies, and usually we see that traditional organizations, that they could be like 20, 30, 40-year-old organizations, they fail to adapt, sales go down. We see that a lot in the market. So what are we doing right here, and how that we are able to be one step ahead of everyone?
I've told myself that I'll not say good question, but
But I'm happy you're saying that. My day is done.
No, it's you said a good word. See, I'm the sum total of my experiences. Okay, and 35 years in the industry, I've learned a lot of things. As the first thing I learned is top bottom organizations where top decisions are made at the top and then it percolates down to the bottom and then they start doing what does not have lacks on two things. One is submissiveness and the second is implementation. Because submissiveness is not there, implementation becomes a very tough task. Okay, it's not that though they, the other companies don't know that.
Correct.
They all know that these are dynamic. Being dynamic is the way to go ahead.
Correct.
Okay, being in the industry, that is one thing I learned from all the organizations. There were situations when being dynamic gave a result which was 10x of what it would have been in a normal course of like simple things. We know that none of our PowerPoint presentations is the same. Neither do you do the same presentation to the second customer, because we adapt it. One size does not fit all. When a dynamic change like that happens, results are faster because there is a very personalized message to that particular customer when it is required. And because we have done our homework on that. Now, this is not something that can be told by the senior management that you need to make PowerPoint presentations. No, that will not happen when it is a top-bottom organization. We are very flat that ways because ideas are respected. When ideas are respected, the biggest thing that happens is submissiveness comes in. And what submissiveness means is when Ashwini is doing something, DJ ensures it is done. Sumesh ensures it's done. Maybe Karthikeyan ensures that it is done. So these things only happen when submissiveness is there and it is not top-bottom. Okay, we are pretty flat that way. So we are pretty flat. As an organization, we have always believed that every colleague of ours is as smart, as bright, as intelligent, as clever as we are. We have never, looked at somebody as the most smartest in the organization. No, everybody is equally important. And when submissiveness happens is when implementations start to happen. Something like an XP Zentrum. Okay. I'll not talk the finances of it, but as technologies, I believe there is not another experience center built with passion.
I agree.
Okay, the amount of technologies that we have shown, it is all built in-house, right from as we always say, we are not a Navy integrator anymore. Okay, we are an experiential, phygital technology company. That's who we are, and we don't anymore talk about products. It's all about the solutions that we give. So this was not a top-bottom approach. This is when Ashwini came in or DJ came in or Rashi came in and they mentioned, can we look at what the customer requires and try to build a POC for them. That's how the whole thing started. It took 8 months, but I think we have built one of the best experience centers. So being dynamic is one very important thing, and being flat, it's not possible for all the organizations to do that. It's not. It has to be engraved in the DNA of the organization, and that is what we are all about. It's ingrained in us that we are submissive to each other, and we ensure that anything said by one person as a group, if acknowledged, we ensure implementation happens to all levels within the organization. Right?
Amazingly said. And that is why I always say these were the best 4 professional years in my life.
Thank you, Ashwini. Thanks. I mean, believe me, mine as well. So
I appreciate it.
Thanks a lot, Ashwini.
Thank you so much.
And guys, thanks for watching us.
Peace.
Very soon, with the 5th, we'll be back. Doosara.